Hello, this is day 7 of weaning myself off of nicotine. So, giving you a little background story, I've been going through these withdrawals for quite a while now, and I was a vapor. I would vape in the house all day, every day, no matter what I was doing or where I was. I had to have my vape with me, and this made it impossible to rest. But anyway, I've come to teach you about the effects of the nicotine and how even if you are using nicotine, you're already going through the withdrawals. And this is actually to shed some light on your addiction to nicotine and to help you in quitting, for the process to go smoother. So if you've been thinking about quitting nicotine, then you're in the right place. Because I just had to go through something very I want to say like dangerous, For my background, I was watching Prophetic Word on YouTube, and I was smoking or vaping at the same time as I would be watching these videos, And what the vape does, what the nicotine does, is it lies to you about your anxieties and, where they're coming from, what you fear. All these trials for no reason. All these trials of all sorts of anxiety and paranoia and anger and frustration and exhaustion and restlessness. These things are real. But where they're coming from, that's where it's lying to you. And I want to say also, if you have Jesus in your life, if you're trying to connect with God, then you don't need nicotine. You lost that privilege as soon as you prayed to God for surrender. You lost that ability to receive pleasure from nicotine ever since then, whether you know it or not. And so more about the lies that nicotine tells you. It'll tell you you're on the right path, that whatever feelings you're feeling, is true. It'll tell you that your intuition is telling you to keep going or to keep pushing further and to keep using whatever vice you have to help you along the way. And that vaping isn't as bad as smoking cigarettes, that it's not as bad as any other drug. But this is, the furthest from the truth. And you'll find this out the first day you start quitting. And for any of you vapors that like to vape in your room or in the house, just try vaping outside for a day. Just every time you want to vape, just go outside and you'll see what I'm talking about. Your body will literally be screaming at you, telling you that you're evil, that you're a jerk or whatever it is. But what I'm trying to say is that vaping made me an angry person, and inside I was just asking God for help. I was like, how much longer do I have to sit through this pain? And at the same time I'd be vaping thinking that it would cure my anxiety or help me to think through whatever I'm going through. But it's not in the mind, it's in the body as well. So this is what makes withdrawal so hard, is that when you vape, it goes into your lungs, which enters your bloodstream, goes into your liver and your kidneys, makes its way to your stomach and your intestines, everything that you use in your body to live, it corrupts. And spiritually, corruption is the devil. It's all the lies, it's all the destruction that we tend to ignore. And what I'm trying to say is that it's gonna be easier once you accept that the vaping or the smoking is the source of all your problems. You know, you can't just like keep smoking and like have a good diet and exercise and do yada yada yada. You gotta quit vaping. You have to do all the rest, because it'll start wanting to corrupt all those other areas of your life that have been going well, just so it can sustain its life inside of you. And basically it's dying. It's like a virus that's dying, begging for more of its substance. And so when you just keep your eye on, well, you have to keep your eye on quitting, or at least weaning yourself off. So like smoking outside, or using NRTs like nicotine patches, which really help me, and nicotine gum, which also helped me to wean off of the nicotine. But as I was saying, like there's other ways of going through the withdrawal that actually like might make it easier. So let me name a few. The supplements that I would like to describe are B vitamins, so get a good B complex. If you're in like a depressive state, which is possible when you're withdrawing, you know, it's really hard to focus and pay attention to people talking. Just try to exercise. Try to, you know, do something fun, enjoyable, like laugh, or do something silly, like, I don't know, make a silly song, or listen to a funny podcast, or watch a stream of your favorite streamer, just for a little bit, you know, while you're waiting to chew on that next piece of gum, or you're just in idle time. Another supplement is L-tyrosine, so that'll help you with your depression. Magnesium L-threonate is also a good one for the depression. L-theanine for the relaxation, to help with the edginess of the withdrawal effects. Vitamin C also helps you concentrate. So get a good vitamin C. And for your liver detoxification, I would recommend curcumin, which is like the direct form of turmeric. I would definitely get some of that to help your liver out, detox it faster. It might make the withdrawal effects even worse, but it will dissipate quicker if you're trying to detox at the same time. So if you're strong, definitely take some of that. You can find all of that on Amazon or at your local drugstore, like vitamin shop. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. But also drink tons of water. That'll help your emotions level out faster. It'll help your blood pressure a lot. Go for at least one walk a day. It could be a short walk, like I would say at the minimum 10 minutes. But if you're really feeling it, listen to some music and go for like a 30-minute or even an hour and a half walk once a day. And as far as eating goes, if you're already disciplined with your eating, then I would say you're fine. You know, you could cheat and have like pizza, or you can basically eat whatever you want, because the nicotine is going to try to make its way back into your system. So any way to help curb the anxiety or anything like that, definitely, definitely don't like tell yourself not to eat if you're feeling like a craving or something. Like, I mean, or at least just eat like a piece of fruit or something, something easy. I would say stay away from any video games that are violent, or anything that's violent that causes adrenaline spikes, because you will find yourself when your heart's racing and you have certain triggers, like any violence that goes on, it might make you more prone to wanting that next hit of your vape or whatever. That's pretty much it. During this time, I've been in the healing process of like transformation for a while now, but I'm just starting to realize this is day 7 for me of that I need to wean myself off of nicotine. And for anyone going through this withdrawal, like I definitely understand, and there's help out there for you. There's support out there that you can find if you just Google it or ask around. But yeah, I definitely see that people still my age, in their 30s, still struggling to quit, and we just need to shed more light on it and to support each other, no matter what we're doing or what we're going through, and to make the world a better place. So I hope this helps someone. Yeah. Have a good day. Bye.